We are currently in Yas Nagykun Szolnok. This is a media region of Hungary where our friends gave us a lot of humanitarian aid for our foundation, mostly for children. So, Fodor Gusztav, thank you very much for this. Is actually our second deployment. Thank you for your help. I know that you speaking and understand Russian and Ukrainian language. However, say some words for the future, for future cooperation, and some words for the Ukrainians.
I have to tell you that from the first day of the war, this terrible situation touched my heart. And from the first day of war, from the 24th of February, God activated my heart. And during that 5-6 months, we could send to our Ukrainian brothers more than 10 trucks of aid, about 150 tons, food and stuff for the children, for suffering children. And I think we sent to Ukraine about more than 60 or 70 bus of aid. And in the future, I would like to cooperate with you. I am very proud that I can work, my foundation can work with you.
Thank you.
And I hope that we can help for hundreds and thousands of Ukrainian people, and they can understand who we are, Hungarians. We love Ukrainians very much, and our heart is full with love, and we would like to send not just love in boxes and clothes and wheelchairs and all the things what is covered with love. God bless you.
Thank you. And when will be next supply?
September.
No, I mean who will come to you?
To me, this is special for Hungary. This is special for Hungary because during half year we didn't get anything for Hungary. Because I stopped it.
Hi. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your help. Thanks for everything. This is actually the first interview with Hungarian, with the representative of Reformed Church in Hungary. For me, it's such a great honor to take in your interview after several steps of cooperation between us. And I know that during the first days of the war. In Ukraine, you begin to collect the humanitarian aid. You collect the volunteers here in the deep village in Hungary. However, we are now in Yas Nagykun Szolnok. This is a media in the center of Hungary. So, what were the first steps and the first perception of the war in Ukraine? This terrible end of the epidemic.
When in 2002, February 24th, it was shocking day for not just for me, it was shocking day for the whole Hungary and shocking day for the whole Europe. Nobody thought that this terrible war will start. Nobody. We were absolutely shocked. After some hours of the shock, the humanitarian heart inside of our body started to move us, and I have got several telephones from Holland, from Hungary. My friends who they asked Gustav, what is going on? What we have to do? We would like to help. The whole Hungary started to ask question: how can we help for Ukraine? You have to understand that Hungarian people are very good people, and we were not driven by the politics. We were driven by our heart.
This is very important. This is civil society. This
absolutely.
is church society. This is the most complicated issue in Ukrainian-Hungarian relations, because a lot of prejudice. The Hungarians, they are pro-Russian, but I think that the majority of the Hungarians, they are sincerely helping.
Absolutely. You know, I am a 25 years old pastor. I had 25 years experience as a pastor, and during my first year I was a humanitarian worker because I was born in Ukraine, in Zakarpatski Oblast, Mukachevsky Rayon, Selo Drysina. I was born there, and in 1997 I started my pastoral service in Uzhgorodsky Rayon, Selo Syurta, between Chop and between Uzhgorod, and I think I have some blood from that territory, and whole Hungary started to move, ask question, how can we help? And my first task was to direct humanitarian aid to Ukraine. I had several partners from my previous work from Ukraine. I have a lot of good friends in Uzhgorod, in Kiev, and I found them, and all the humanitarian aid from Hungary, from France, from Germany, from Holland, I started to channel there. It was big problem that in the first weeks of the war there was no humanitarian channel to Ukraine, and with the small buses we loaded and we tried to bring the Ukraine the aid, but it was very terrible days for me, because spiritually it was very hard that in our neighborhood there is war. The people are dying, and they lose dreams, they lose houses, and they lose lives, and it was very hard to get this spiritually, but you can believe it that whole Hungary was touched by the war, and whole Hungary started to help.
Fodor, if we speak about your organization, your church, and the people around your church, in your village and the villages which is near, what is the approximately amount of the aid which you send, and to what regions you send? I mean, the regions in Ukraine, the aid.
You have to know that the whole charity pyramid how was built. Every village in Hungary, every community started to collect food or medicine. And even from this small village, I collect more than 1.5 tons of clothes and food. And all these communities searched, find the humanitarian organization, or they try to bring it to Ukraine. And I was the coordinator, and you can't believe it, every day I had about 150 telephones. Gustav, how can we bring it to Ukraine? I gave them declaration form in Hungarian and Ukrainian. And approximately, if I try to count how much aid I bring to Ukraine, I bring 10 trucks of aid, 10 trucks of food. It was about 150 tons of food, and beside this, I think more than 70 microbus aid.
It's a huge amount for the organization.
Absolutely.
Small.
But
to what regions it was?
You know,
because you have an advantage. You have the contacts with Ukrainians and Hungarians, so you are a good communicator.
Yeah, you
not
know.
Only in Zakarpattia.
Absolutely. My aim was not send aid to Zakarpattia, to Transcarpathia, because there is no war. Thanks to God, there is no war. In Zakarpattia, in Uzhgorod, I have a friend, Rudolf Balazsinec, who has a very huge organization, and about 80 or 90% of the aid he has got. And with buses, they bring the deep Ukraine this kind of aid. If you go to his webpage or Facebook page, you can see he has about 20 buses, and all his volunteers, they have got the food and they bring it to deep Ukraine. I saw his statistic during this 4 months. He has got about 320 tons of food, but the half was coming from me. You know, I am very proud, but very sad because you know, I am very happy if the war is over and stopped and no war. But you know, we could different, and we could I could give him about half of his productivity, and I saw his statistic that more than 35 cities of Ukraine after Carpathian, you know, he bring aid for those kind of Ukrainian cities and villages, and more than 10,000 people was helped by this action. And I am very proud for that, and my heart is full with love because we could help.
What partners from another European countries you can emphasize particularly, who cooperate with you during the preparation of this help?
You know, the preparation, the biggest organization had no breach to Ukraine, only me. And that's why, you know, I collected about 6 or 7 partners from Europe, and even from USA, you know, they could help with finances, because we found a transport company who could bring aid to Ukraine, because European transport companies were afraid to go to Ukraine, because they were afraid that they were killed. And that's why, you know, we found a Ukrainian company, and I found financial support to pay the transport fee for them. And about 7 organizations called me, Gustav, I need your help. And we collected about 70 or 80 volunteers, and there was one day. This is my more successful day. One day, I have got 6 big trucks, and we could unload the trucks in 3 different places in one time. You know, this was my top
unique success.
Yeah, but what was the secret of the success? The unity. Hungary united during the war. You maybe you cannot feel that from Ukraine, but Hungary united as human, and everybody was helping, and it was very, very easy to help and to ask them, please come to help, and please come to unload the truck, please come to bring your bus to Uzhgorod food and this kind of things. It was very easy. In my life, it was the easiest time and more beautiful time for my life to organize humanitarian aid.
To help the people. Yeah, I have 2 questions, 2 last questions concerning our short interview. I think in the future we'll manage to succeed to organize an interview not only with you but only with your partners. It's going to be very interesting. My question concerning the refugees or internally displaced persons who came here, do you have any communication with the people who came from Ukraine to seeking the shelter in your region or in other region?
It was yes, we had very strong contact with the refugees. Even I also helped to find places, houses, shelters in Tisza Szent Imre, in Tiszadás. I helped about 8 families. Friends called Gustav, my wife and children at the shop, please help them, and I sit down to my car and I went to shop and I helped them to go to Hungary and to find a very good place. And I found about 8 refugee centers around this region. Every community took refugees from Ukraine. Every Hungarian helped without governmental support. After civil society and churches were very, very active. They felt the calling of the time. We have to help them, and the civil society moved, and thousands people accepted Ukrainian refugees to their home, and they decided to go to Canada or they decided to stay in Hungary. A lot of food, lot of clothes, lot of furniture. I helped them to put furniture in absolutely free houses with my help, and in Budapest, in about eight refugee center has got a lot of food, clothes, and financial support from me and from donators, and a lot of personal families also. I have friends, new friends from Kiev, new friends from Mariupol.
Donbass.
Donbass, absolutely.
Fodor, what kind of type of aid you have prepared? I mean, food, hygiene, what else?
We felt that we have to save lives.
Yeah.
And how can we save lives? The food. We have to collect food. We made food packages. We collected family type food packages for something for children, something for the adults, something for the older people, with energy packets, and we collected I think about 15,000 food parcel we could prepare from Dutch partners, and through that Ukrainian partners we distributed it in the whole territory of Ukraine. I have a map, Ukrainian map, and there is a points, and the whole Ukraine is filled with points, especially close to the war zone. And my partners bring there in the war zone food, and with the empty bus they could save lives from the war zone. It was evacuation teams.
Actually, we now near the depot storage. We also later we'll show it in the video. So this storage was also prepared soon after the beginning of the war. Yeah?
Yes, but this depot was not enough. Because we had so much aid, and I was co-working with the Hungarian Reformed Church Aid. I was co-working with other organizations in Hungary. We felt that this is the time of co-working. No, questions. Who are you? Everybody could united. Everybody united. This terrible situation united Hungarian civil society, and with this power, we could help for more thousands and thousands of Ukrainians.
My last question is very complicated. What is the philosophy of your help?
Love, very simple. Love. What is this love is in your heart. This love is you can find this love in every people heart. In Japan, in China, in USA, in Brazil, in Ukrainian, in Hungarian. We are humans. We are from same blood. The Bible says that we are created from the same blood. Of course, we have national differences. But we are language differences, historical differences, but we are the same human. We are in one family.
So when you help refugees in Ukraine, you did not ask from what region it was? Or
no.
Yes, Ukrainian or Russian language, Donbass or Central?
Human. If somebody is suffering, our help is available.
It's a good philosophy. I think we will cooperate because my philosophy is the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this is the same philosophy for all wise people. I mean, all
absolutely.
People. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your interview, and good luck in your charity pyramid activities.
And you are part of our family, part of our partners, and we have to work together very hard in the future.
Thank you.